Good afternoon. This is Jitendra Char, and today I am going to explain you a chapter 1, the one they had from class 9th, Beehive. So, the fun they had. You all are aware of the word fun. Fun means to make fun, to enjoy. So the enjoyment they had. They means it is referring to certain people. So the fun they had. This story takes place in future somewhere. Actually, this story takes place in the year 2157. Right now, which year is this? This is 2020. But we have to imagine the story in 2157. That means the story will take place in future. Now, so what is the story about? The story we shall read is set in future when books and schools as we now know them will perhaps not exist. How will children study them? The diagram below may give you some ideas. Actually, the books what we have now, the schools what we have now, probably these kind of schools, these kind of books we will not have in future. It is imagined. It has been imagined by the author or by the writer. Means the writer says there will be a different kind of school and there will be different kind of style of learning. There will be different kind of books. So this is the idea of the author. So this story, in this story, there are four characters. Mainly there are only two, Tommy and Maggie. Maggie is a girl of 11 years. Tommy is a boy of 13 years. And besides this, we will be getting acquainted with Maggie's mother. And besides this, we'll also come to know about one more character, that is County Inspector. So Maggie, on the in the very beginning, we will read about Maggie. Maggie started writing in her diary. Actually, she has the habit of writing diary. So she noted down a date on her diary, and what was the date? That date was 17th May 2157. Means around 140 years after what will happen, or 140 years after in the future, not before, after in the future. We are talking about the future. This story is taking place in future. If you want to understand this story clearly without any confusion, then think yourself that you are sitting in the future. We people, even I am sitting in the future. We have to believe so, then only we will be able to understand, we will be able to grasp this story completely. Right? This is a fictitious story. Now, so she wrote this date on the diary, on the page of her diary. And what did she write on the page after this date? She wrote, "Today Tommy found a real book." Actually, she is talking about the book what we have now, this book. The book being referred in this chapter is this book. Right now we have this book, but suppose after you can consider after 150 years or after 140 years, the books, schools, students, the scenario, everything will be changed. So this has been imagined by the writer. It's not so that the same kind of thing will happen in future, but the similar kind of things or more advanced than this can happen. So it was very old book. Maggie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on papers. Now, Maggie's grandfather means, suppose you, if you are 10 years old now, if you are 11 years old now, so your grandfather and then grandfather's grandfather. So, Maggie's grandfather informed her, and who informed Maggie's grandfather? His grandfather. Right? Means Maggie's great grandfather informed Maggie's grandfather, then Maggie's grandfather informed Maggie. And what did he inform? There was a time when people used to read from the books where the words were printed, where the stories were printed on the papers. That means Maggie's grandfather talked about this kind of a book, which will not be there, probably this book will not be there after 140 years. They turned the pages, which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny to read words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to on a screen, you know. And then when they turned back to the page before, it had the same words on it that it had when they read it the first time. Now what happened? They here means the people in past. The people who read these kind of books in past. They are referring in past. They are referring to the people in past. So they are saying that those people read these books by turning the pages, and the words which were there in those books means this kind of book. So the words which were there in those books, those were printed on the papers and those were immovable. And when anybody turned the page back, suppose I am reading here, so if I will turn the page back, I will find the words as it is here. And it is not so. It is not supposed in the mechanical teacher, in the teacher like a screen, because there the teacher what Maggie and Tommy have with them, that teacher has a screen, that teacher is a screen actually, and on that screen the words move in this way. The lines and the words move in this way because that is a digital screen. So obviously the words would be moving there. Now, so it's not so with their teacher as he read in the book. It is not so. The same thing is not there with their teacher. Now, Guy, said Tommy. Guy is the expression of a kind of what we call bad expression. Guy, right? So said Tommy, Guy, what a waste! When you are through with the book, you just throw it away. I guess our television screen must have had 1,000,000 books on it, and it's good for plenty more. I wouldn't throw it away. Okay. Now the boy told, "What a waste! After reading this book can be thrown away. So this will be the waste. This will be the waste of money. This will be the waste of paper, and this will be the waste of that book." Okay. So we have millions of books. Tommy told that reading these books is a waste of money, is a waste of paper, and the books what we have on our mechanical teacher, there are millions of books, but those books are not wasted. Whenever you want, you can go through those books anytime, whenever you want. But this is not so with this kind of books. Now, same with mine, said Maggie. She was 11 and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tommy had. He was 13. As I told you, Maggie was 11 years old, Tommy was 13 years old. So obviously, Tommy had read more books than Maggie. So, and here the word came telebooks, the books which are available on the screen. So those are known as telebooks. Now, she said, "Where did you find it?" "In my house," he pointed without looking because he was busy reading in the attic. What's it about? School. Okay. So Maggie asked, "Where did you find?" Actually, Maggie asked Tommy where had he found that book. So Tommy replied without even looking at Maggie. Why? Because he was busy in reading book. So he did not look at Maggie, and he did not look even up. And without looking up, he just pointed towards the attic of the house, and he told, "I found this book in my house in the attic." Now, what is attic? You might have seen there is a space below the roof. Suppose this is a room, and this is the roof of this room. And if you have this much space between the roof and the here, if you have this much space, so that is called attic for keeping certain things. You can call it storage or a store room. Actually, it's not a room, so we cannot call it room, but it is the place for storing certain things. So this kind of thing is known as attic. Now, so he told that he found that book. Tommy told Margie that he found that book in an attic in his house. Then Margie asked the next question, what was the book about? So Tommy replied that the book was about school. Now after listening this, Margie was scornful. School? What's there to write about school? I hate school. Now Margie was scornful. Scornful means she had an expression of hatred on her face. And then she told, school? What's there to write about a school? I hate school, she told. Now, Margie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the county inspector. Though Margie already hated her school, but now she started hating her school more. Why? Because her mechanical teacher was not working properly, and the mechanical teacher was giving test after test to Margie, and her performance was worsening day by day, right? So it kept going on till her mother shook her head with hopelessness, and until she sent for the county inspector. Now what is county inspector? Who is this county inspector? County inspector, we can call it a mechanic of this teacher, this screen teacher, who will repair Margie's teacher. That mechanic can be called county inspector. So, she sent for that, Margie's mother sent for county inspector. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Margie hoped he wouldn't know how to put it together again, but he knew all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again, large and bleak and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. That wasn't so bad. The part Margie hated most was the slot where she had to put homework and test papers. She always had to write them out in a punch code they made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. Actually, what happened? The county inspector here, we have got the appearance of the county inspector in this book. His appearance has been given here. How was that person? What was his appearance? So he was a fat man. He was a round, fat man with a red face. He was a fair man, and besides this, he gave an apple to Margie, and then he went to the mechanical teacher. He took that teacher apart, that mechanical teacher, that screen teacher apart, and he started repairing that. He scattered the whole parts of that mechanical teacher. Now Margie hoped that this county inspector would not be able to assemble that teacher back, but it was not so. The teacher knew that very well, and he did so. And within few moments or within a few minutes, the teacher was there again for Margie. And Margie was hopeless now. She hoped so that her teacher would not be assembled by the county inspector again, and she would get some days to enjoy. But it was not so. The teacher was ready again to teach Margie. Now, and which was the part in mechanical teacher that Margie hated the most? That was the slot of homework and test paper, where she had to submit the homework, where she had to submit the test paper. So that slot was more hateful or worth hating for Margie. Margie hated that part very much. Now, the inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, "It's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Jones." Mrs. Jones is Margie's mother. So it's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Jones. I think the geography sector was geared up a little too quick. those things happen sometimes. I have slowed it up to an average 10 years level. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory, and he patted Margie's head again. Now, the county inspector, after installing the teacher, the county inspector talked to Margie's mother, and he convinced her, the county inspector convinced Margie's mother that it was not the little girl's fault, it was not the fault of Margie. Actually, the teacher was geared up, the geography sector of Margie's teacher was geared up a little bit. Actually, that should be, the teacher should have been with the level up to the level of 10 or 11 years, but the geography sector was geared up. It might be it went up to the age level of 14 or 15. So that's why Margie's performance was worsening day by day. It was not Margie's fault. County inspector told Margie's mother. Now, he told that Margie's performance was satisfactory. Margie was disappointed. She had been hoping they would take the teacher away together, altogether. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. Now she hoped that her teacher would be taken away, but it was not so. It was repaired and it was there again for Margie. Okay, but why did she hope so? Because once Tommy's teacher was also not working, and what happened to Tommy's teacher? His teacher's history sector was totally blanked out. So that's why Tommy's teacher was taken away for around 1 month. So she was also hoping the same, but it was not so. Now, so she said to Tommy, why would anyone write about school? And that was the reason why she told school. Why would anyone write about school? And what is there to write about school? That's why she gave hateful expression in the name of school. This was the reason. Okay, next. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes because it's not our kind of a school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. Now what happened? Then Tommy told, after raising his brows, okay, actually the word superior eyes here means raising, means you are showing yourself as superior in that way, and with that expression he told Margie, because this is not our kind of school, stupid, this is a different kind of school that they have, that they had means people had in past, that those people had in past. And what kind of school, and how much, means for how long, means at what time those people had that kind of school. So hundreds and hundreds years ago. Then Tommy rectified his words, and then he told that centuries ago, hundreds and hundreds years ago, that was not the appropriate word. Then he thought so, and then he corrected his word and he told centuries ago. Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of a school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said anyway they had a teacher. Okay, now Margie was hurt after listening this because he told in that tone. But she told, well, I don't know what kind of school they had. Okay, but she read the book from over the shoulder of Tommy. Suppose Tommy was sitting there nearby a table and he was reading the book. So she was peeping from the shoulder of Tommy and she was reading that book. So she read for a while, and then she found that I don't know what kind of school they had, but at least they had a teacher. Now, then Tommy told, sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. Now what does regular teacher mean here? Regular teacher means their kind of a teacher. Okay. And a man was a teacher. That was a surprise for both of them. So he told, sure they had a teacher, but that was not a teacher, a regular teacher like us. It was the teacher was a man. So that was a surprising thing for them. So Margie, after listening this, Margie told, a man? How could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. So Maggie, when she gave she exclaimed, "A man? How can a man be a teacher?" Then Tommy told that yes, it was a man was their teacher, and he would give the boys and girls things. He would give them work. He would assign them work, and then he would ask them questions. Now, a man isn't smart enough. Sure, he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. He knows almost as much. I betcha. Betcha here means I bet. Shart lagana. Right? So, Maggie wasn't prepared to dispute that. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. Okay? So, Maggie now told, a man is not smart enough to teach us. A man cannot be as smart as our teacher. Okay? So, Tommy gave her the answer that it's wrong. A man can be as smart as our teacher, and my father is. My father knows the things as many things as my teacher knows. Okay? He gave the example of his father, and then he told he knows almost as much. I bet. Bet here means bet लगा सकता हूँ. Right? So he says मैं शर्त लगा सकता हूँ कि एक man को भी या एक human being को भी इतना knowledge हो सकता है as much knowledge this teacher has. Now, Tommy screamed with laughter, you know, and she told that whatever, because Maggie was not ready, she was not prepared to argue with Tommy, okay, and she was younger also, so she was not ready to argue with Tommy, and she told that I don't want to argue with you, but I wouldn't want a strange man in my house, because she thought that how can a strange man enter in my house and how can I study from a strange man. Now, after listening this, Tommy screamed in laughter. Means he started laughing loudly, and he told, "You don't know much, Maggie. The teachers didn't live in the house. They had a special building, and all the kids went there." Now, Tommy started laughing loudly, and he told, "Maggie, you don't know much about it, so you don't think about that. But I'm telling you, teachers teachers didn't live in the house in past time. Actually, they had a special building. They went there, and all the kids also went there to study, and the teachers also went there to teach them." Now, what is the special building? School. The school what we have at present. That school will be referred by the future generation in this way. That there was a special building. Our school will be referred as special building in future after 140 years. Now, and all the kids learned the same thing, sure, if they were the same age. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently. Now, he told that all the kids, then Maggie told, but how can how can a man be a teacher? Because my mother says that a teacher should be smart enough, a teacher should possess all the quality to reach to each and every child, to solve each and every child's problem according to their level. Okay, so my mother says this. Now, Maggie told this, and then Tommy told, just the same, they didn't do it that way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. And then he told, actually Tommy was irritated after listening this. So he told, just the same way they didn't do. If you don't want to read the book, you may go. Okay, don't read the book. Okay, he told. Now, what was Maggie's reply? Let's see. What was Maggie's response? Let's see. I didn't say I didn't like it. Maggie said quickly she wanted to read about those funny schools. She told immediately just after Tommy retorted her, Tommy scolded her. Just after that, Maggie told, I didn't mean that I didn't like the book, but she told that she wanted to read the book and she wanted to know about those funny days, those funny school, those funny things. Now, they weren't even half finished when Maggie's mother called Maggie school. Maggie looked up. Not yet, Mama. Now, said Mrs. Johns, and it's probably time for Tommy too. Now, they were reading the book and even they could not finish half of the book, and they were called, actually, especially Maggie was called by Maggie's mother because it was Maggie's school time. So she told Maggie, it's time for school, and it's probably time for Tommy too to go to school. Okay, she told. And you know very well, small kids, they hate studies. Most of the kids, they don't like to get involved in the study, so they try to avoid the study. Okay, they try to avoid the orders of their parents. This happens when children are very young. Not with all the kids, but this may happen to some kids. So the same kind of girl Maggie was. So she also told, not yet, Mama. Okay, but mother insisted, now. Okay. Now, Maggie said to Tommy, can I read the book some more with you after school? Maggie asked for Tommy's permission if she could read that book more after school. Okay. So, listen to Tommy's reply. Maybe, he said nonchalantly. Nonchalantly means not showing much interest. Not showing much interest towards Maggie's request. He told, maybe, okay. And what happened after that? He walked away whistling, the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. Then he walked about whistling. You know very well, whistling, whistle from the mouth. So he moved away whistling and tucking the book under the arm. Now, Maggie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. It was always on at the same time every day except Sunday and Saturday. Now Maggie went to her schoolroom, and can you think about this? Her schoolroom was just next to her bedroom. Okay, and her mechanical teacher was on, and it was always on at that time because the time was fixed. Probably there must be any program in that, so it was always on at the same time. And except Saturday and Sunday, the teacher would not be on or would not be present on Saturday and Sunday. Why? Because that is a weekend and that might be a holiday. Saturday and Sunday. In our India we have only Sunday, but at some places you may have Saturday and Sunday both, but in most of places in India we have holiday on Sunday only. Now, because her mother said little girls learn better if they learned at regular hours. Okay, so her teacher, Maggie's teacher, was always on because her mother told that little children learn more quickly and more effectively if they learn at regular hours, regularly. The screen was lit up and it said, today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of proper fraction. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot. Now the teacher told that particular day's topic for Maggie that they were going to read on that particular day. And before starting that chapter, before starting that content, the teacher, mechanical teacher, asked Maggie to insert the homework, the previous day's homework, into the given slot. This kind of a slot might be there on the mechanical teacher where she had to submit the homework and where she had to submit the test paper. Different slots were there for everything. Now, Maggie did so with a sigh. She was thinking about she was thinking about the old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came laughing, shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the school classroom, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same things so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. Now Maggie, while sitting in front of her mechanical teacher, she was thinking about the schools, old kind of schools. She was thinking about the schools when her grandfather's grandfather was a young boy. Though at that time, means she was thinking about that that time of a school about. Now, so and what was happening there in those kind of schools according